Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you with your Crossing Technologies Core 2.0 Diamond Dab of the Day. Thanks for joining me, everybody. As always, since I know you're going to enjoy today's video, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends about Senior Stoner. Tell everyone. Send a like and I respond to the comments. Well, did you know that staying focused is very important in life? But did you also know that it's very difficult to stay focused in this world? Let's discuss. If there's one thing we could all use a lot more of, in fact, it would be the ability to stay focused. But telling ourselves to stay focused on a task, especially a mundane one, is often a lot easier said than done. There's good news, though. There are ways that we can help ourselves zone in on the task in front of us. Most of us need help focusing. Let's discuss. Well, you got to get rid of distractions. First things first, eliminate them. While you can't do away with everything, you certainly can make an effort to reduce or get rid of as many distractions as possible. Start with simple things. Get into a quiet area, turn off your phone, close the door. Tell those around you not to distract you for whatever period of time you need. And close out the programs and the apps that are on your computer that are going to beep at you. Do everything you can. And even drink coffee in small doses, because drinking coffee or other caffeinated beverages, if you're able to, in small doses, may have a positive effect on your ability to focus. The key to taking advantage of caffeine's cognitive enhancing properties is to consume it in moderation. If you drink too much, you're going to get anxious and nervous, which will reduce our ability to stay focused. Practice what we call the Pomodoro technique. Staying focused helps us get more done with less time. While that sounds very simple, it's not always easy to put in practice. So the next time we're wrestling with our attention span, try the Pomodoro technique. It's a timing method that allows us to train our brain to stay on tasks for short periods of time. Here's how it works. Set a timer for, let's say, 25 minutes and get to work. When the buzzer sounds, take a 5-minute break. Then set the timer again and get back to work. And once you've done 4 rounds of that, you can take a longer break, even 20 or 30 minutes. Not sure why it's called the Pomodoro effect, but it seems to be that you get a reward of a break for doing more work. If our idea of a break from work is checking in on Facebook or Instagram every 5 minutes, we need to find a way to actually slow that down. There are several apps that will work on the phone or the computer. In addition to social media, there are some distraction-busting programs. You got to block them, okay? And what I'm saying is not block them all day, every day. When you're doing whatever you're doing, turn it off. And we all know what happens when hanger strikes. The combination of hunger and anger in a major focus fail. Well, how do we keep our brain focused? Easy. Keep our energy levels up. Keep our emotions on an even keel, and make sure we don't delay or skip meals. Try to have as good or healthy a diet as you can. Put the best brain foods in that you possibly can. Popeye ate his spinach for a reason. And try to get enough sleep. That's right, I was in the mattress business all my adult life. And there's no secret that most of America does not sleep. While a few nights of minimal sleep is okay, not getting enough sleep most nights of the week can negatively impact short and long-term memory, as well as our ability to concentrate. So, you've got to boost your sleep health and set yourself what I would call a SMART, S-M-A-R-T goal. Because if our lack of focus is a result of feeling overwhelmed by complex projects, try breaking it down. We've always discussed chocking it down into smaller parts. Then plugging those pieces into the SMART program. SMART stands for specific, what exactly needs to be done; measurable, how will we track our progress; achievable, is it realistic, can it be done by a deadline; relevant, how does it fit in with my bigger plan for my overall life goals; and timely, when does it need to get done. You see, when you take a large, complex project and break it down into these smaller parts, bite-sized tasks, we can boost our ability to concentrate and focus on that specific task. And because we'll end up with the goals we're actually going to feel like we can accomplish, we've actually learned to focus better. Now, it improves even more when you become more mindful. Rhetorical question is, does our mind wander from where it's supposed to be? Well, guess what? We're not alone. Everyone's mind wanders. That is something we all have in common. But you can take short mental vacations. Mindfulness comes in there. By being mindful and recognizing when our attention starts to drift, we can bring our focus back to where it needs to be. Plus, we can actually train our brain to be more mindful by practicing breathing, meditation, mindful movements, yoga, whatever you want to use. And let's face it, make a to-do list, because the items on a to-do list can add up quickly. And it can be challenging to find the motivation to accomplish everything you set out to do. The good news is that a written plan of action of any sort can increase productivity. So after you've made your list, choose a few of the tasks that you want to put right on top. Then rank the rest of them in order of importance. It'll allow you to tackle urgent tasks when the brain is fresh and when our energy levels are higher. And tired of jumping from one thing to the other, of course, multitasking? Pick tasks that are similar. Group them together, bunch them. That's right, because it makes transitions from doing one project to the next project a lot simpler. Because you're not jumping from one whole type to another type. And despite what this sounds like, multitasking is not more effective or efficient when you're struggling with staying focused. Multitasking, according to research, may actually reduce productivity by as much as 40%. So those people that think they're juggling and they're getting all their things done, they're getting 80% of them done. And the other 20% either aren't getting done or aren't getting done right. What's the bottom line to all of this? The bottom line is whether we're dealing with too many priorities that are competing, a lack of sleep, or just Mondays not being able to focus, putting a damper on our productivity. That is why we have to have simple tips and tricks like this at our fingertips. Knowing how to zone in on what needs to get done can help us stay on track when our very most important things happen during the day. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today for our Crossing Technologies Core Point 2.0 Diamond Dab of the Day to discuss staying focused and how very important it is. Staying focused is critical. You know what? It ain't that simple, or else we wouldn't be talking about it. Staying focused in the world we live in today, with all the competing things that are competing for our attention during the day. A tremendous amount of stuff out there that needs our attention every single day. Try to triage it, everybody. Try to slow it down to your pace. Do one thing, do it as well as you can, and move on. Cheers, everybody. Let's take our Diamond Dab of the Day from our Core 2.0. Here we are. It's coming. It's here. One more. My goodness. Thanks everybody for joining me. This has been the Real Senior Stoner. Have a great day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to tell your friends, send a like, and I respond to all the comments. Stay focused, everyone.